Good morning, all you crypto trading brothers and sisters. We are going to do some live charting today, and I'm going to take a look at what I've found on Bitcoin dominance chart as well as what I'm seeing on the gold chart. Let's get started. We're going to start with the dollar chart here. As always, dollar is our guiding index. By the way, guys, I have lots of troubles uploading to TradingView. You guys are missing videos if you're only watching for my videos here on TradingView. For some reason, I just continue to have issues uploading to TradingView. Maybe I need to do some network analysis on my side. I'm not sure, but you can't just upload a video to TradingView. It has to be streamed live, which is why I do all these videos live and then I upload them to my other channels. Before I get started with the dollar, quick shout out to my friend Shawn at Grandview Farms selling grade A heritage beef from Northeast Iowa. So you're getting all that Mississippi River mineral content that these guys are eating from the grasses there. For an average price of around $4 a pound, depending upon where you're getting your beef delivered to, anywhere here in the continental U.S. Guys, it gives me a lot of relief to know that I don't have to depend on grocery stores all the time. I have a freezer full of meat, and not only is it meat, it's like the best beef I have ever tasted. Throw some of that stuff on the grill, and I guarantee you will not be disappointed. Call Shawn today at 563-380-1593. It is a small farm, guys. You're supporting a small farm and a small farmer. There is a limited supply, but he would be happy to take your order. Okay, so the dollar is continuing its descent as expected. We are in this flag of sorts still, all right? So it looks like the dollar might go up, but we have not touched this descending trend line yet. I continue to emphasize that I do expect us to continue down and possibly touch our 100-day. Possibly we only get this support, or preferably the top of this bull flag, a retest of the top of this bull flag, which I drew way back here several months ago. All right, let's get rid of all these lines here. And that means for the market, if the dollar decreases in strength, right, that's an inflationary factor. That's indicating inflation or weakness of the dollar because the dollar strength is coming down. And the market will price that into the market. So short term, and when I say short term, the next week or two, we can, if we break to the downside of that flag on the dollar index, expect a bounce in the market. All right. And that's all looking good from a technical perspective. The VIX here. Now I've adjusted this flag. I had this before where we had broken to the downside of the flag. Maybe you remember that from the last video, except for TradingView people, because you did not get that video. But you can actually adjust this, and that would be more of a descending wedge, which is a bullish wedge for fear. Be careful of that, guys. Watch out for that. All right. Bullish fear is never good. That is our priority or our predominant indicator. All right. So fear campaigns can be drummed up in massive media, whatever it be from a geopolitical perspective. It could be Russia, Ukraine, something happens there, invasion of Taiwan, monkeypox, whatever. I mean, the media loves fear campaigns. All right. That's how they make their cash. If it don't bleed, it don't read. All right, so we have to be careful of that. That all spills over into the market, of course. That fear factor all spills over. People love to be a little bit afraid. That's why Halloween is so popular, by the way. I mean, it's human nature to want a little bit of fear if you don't have anything. You just want that variety in life, and human psychology is the same way. What we're doing here with technical analysis is we are, in essence, using charts and patterns to measure the psychology of the collective. That's all this is, all right? And probability suggests that fear is due for another spike. All right, so this is our predominant indicator. Beware, draw this out on your charts. Watch this, guys, because we are hitting support with this purple ascending trend line. Something I want to show you real quick on the gold chart, and we're going to zoom out. I actually already did the pattern because I started this video over. I messed up, and so I hate starting videos over. It's time consuming, but here we are. I couldn't find my indicator on Bitcoin dominance. That's why I started it over. I should have been more prepared. Anyways, we have on this, let's see this cup and handle pattern. This is the weekly. I've zoomed out to the weekly. This goes all the way, starts all the way back from 2011. All right. And if this handle actually plays out, you can see we've already touched the top of the handle here. Have not broken out, but if it touches the top, all right, we're going all the way almost to $3,000 per ounce, guys. So what is going to be the catalyst there? I don't know. I'm just showing you the technicals. I've doubted technicals before, and I've been very wrong about that. I've done that publicly here in this space so that you guys can learn along with me. I'm not the only one learning here. All right. Never before have I doubted that head and shoulders pattern on Bitcoin chart. Bring this up all the time as a teaching tool because I learned and you learned along with me. This head and shoulders pattern did play out and may still be playing out. All right, we're seeing the same thing here on gold. And when we see things like this on gold, guys, that means that fear, uncertainty, doubt may enter the market again soon. All right. And when I say soon, like I'm saying within weeks, VIX is showing that. All right, with this bull flag. All right, fear campaigns may be drummed up again somehow, some way. The media loves it. And actually, the politicians love it too. They can gravitate towards more power and more control. And that's what institutions are always about. Always, 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 guys. More power, more control. And it's up to us, if we don't want them to have that power and control, to fight back and to take that power back. That's what the crypto movement is actually all about. Not to get off on a tangent here, but that's the philosophy of the Satoshi brothers. All right, to take that centrality and that control and that power back and distribute it to the people, to help the people to make up their own minds and to create their own wealth. Okay, tangent over, moving on. Oh yeah, guys, so we had on the daily here, you can see I had this head and shoulders pattern play out, and this is the total market cap. That has met its target. On the weekly, you see a more ominous, a bigger, badder head and shoulders pattern. Have I become bearish? I've had to. I've had to become bearish. I didn't want to, but I've had to. This target, and we have to be careful. I'm not saying this will play out, but we have broken this neckline here. You can see this on all the total charts, guys. This target takes us down to a market cap of around 350 billion. We're currently at 1.27 trillion. All right. That is ouch. That's like 1/4. Seriously, not quite 1/4, but that's like 1/4 of where we're at almost. We have to pay attention to these big old patterns, guys. They are significant. I'm not, that doesn't happen quickly. Short term, I am bullish. I'm expecting a bounce here for the next week or two, and I'll show you why in several upcoming charts as well. But long term, actually, let's do that right now. I'm going to jump over to the Dow. I'm going to zoom into the daily. You can see here we've hit some support, bull flag. All right. You can see this bull flag on all of these indexes. This S&P is no different. See it, bull flag. Nasdaq, bull flag. All right. Hit support, bull flag. Indicating in the short term we can go up further. Like when I say short term, I'm saying the next week or two. All right, we have to pay attention to this sentiment because it spills over into our crypto space. Longer term, however, let me zoom out here. See this gap here? We still have not filled that gap at 28,000. Longer, this is longer term, maybe midterm. Midterm is like several months. Longer term would be years, but midterm, we haven't filled this gap. So we're still 99% probability going to fill that gap eventually. However, short term, I'm bullish. All right. So short term, again, 1 to 2 weeks. Midterm, 1 to 2 months or more, and longer term could be years. So this, along with what I'm seeing on Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance, let's jump over to the GME futures chart. All right, I've mentioned this gap on several of my other videos. That's at 36,000. I do believe we will go up and fill that sooner rather than later. And again, that's within the next week or two. I expect us to come up, hit our heads on that $36,000 mark, and then potentially continue down. Or we could go sideways, or we could go up. I don't know. I have to reevaluate at that point. This is shorter term. Bitcoin dominance is kind of showing me the same thing. Bull flag, bull flag. We keep hitting bull flag and then just pushing through. We even pushed through this 47.05% resistance, which is very significant. Now, we have not confirmed that yet. Remember, on the daily, you want a candle to close above, another candle to open and close above before you have your confirmation. So that would be the second candle. Something like that would be confirmation. It has not confirmed yet. However, I drew this pattern out. This was why I started the video over. I could not find this pattern. I didn't know if I drew it on the weekly, daily, 4-hour, or what. But now I have it here, and you can see cup and handle pattern. In fact, you could take this cup up even further, all right? And you then have a, let's just do that real quick. And you can see we've broken to the upside of this handle, and we are continuing up. And there you have your target measurement. I took this from the top of the neckline to the bottom of the cup. Not super accurate, doesn't have to be. The point is we have another target up here at around 48. I think it actually goes to 49%. Yeah, right here. All right. So anywhere from 48 to 49% looks like Bitcoin dominance is headed. All right. So that would signify that Bitcoin can go further up as well. All right. Keep that in mind. Now let's just take one more look here at our Nasdaq 100 stocks above the 200-day moving average. Again, we've hit our 16%. I've mentioned this many, many times. Capitulation, capitulation, capitulation. Every time we hit that 16% or 7%, basically 7.5%, that has been indicated market recoveries. And we hit that 16%, almost went down to 7.55%. And now we have over 24% of the Nasdaq 100 stocks back above the 200-day moving average, but we are coming into resistance soon. Here and here. All right. So in the short term, we can continue up and hit our heads on that resistance before coming back down. Nobody really knows. Either way, once again, we have another indicator showing us that in the short term, the next week or two, we could have some bullish behavior. All right. And I see this on the altcoin charts too, by the way, guys. I'm not going to jump to those, but there's lots of indication short term that we will have some bullish price action. Again, not a guarantee, just probability is what's suggesting. What we have to do here on the Bitcoin chart to confirm that is we have to break our previous daily high, all right, which was just over here. Once you see this candle, or maybe the next candle, move above that daily high, then you know we are going to proceed further up. Yeah, how much further remains to be seen. My best guess is 36,000. Again, according to that CME futures chart. All right, let's do our concluding thoughts here. Guys, I'm hoping for a bounce this week, as I've already stated. However, time is running short. If we don't get our bounce above that daily high up there, all right, if we don't beat our previous high, it may not happen. If we do, I'm looking for the 36,000 area, of course. Why is this text not moving up? Oh, wrong. Hang on. Bear with me, guys. All right. Before we reevaluate, and we'll have to reevaluate in that 36,000 area, because at that point, are we going to go back down for more bearish action? We're in bearish territory right now. The trend is our friend. We have to side with the bears at this point under this black line, as I've always said. Let me highlight it again so you can see it under that line. All right, that is bearish territory in my opinion. So I am now, yes, I am now a bear looking for a short-term bounce. Okay, as you can see, charts on the longer time frame still look ugly. 20,000 is still on the table before end of year time frame and into 2020. That should say 2023. Trade very carefully down here. You're only playing the bounces really, and most of the time you're either neutral, meaning you're in stable coin, or you're going short, as many of the traders in my paid subscription group are. All right. By the way, I've got a lot of paid subscribers who are not in that group, and you're missing out a lot of beneficial. These guys are very good traders, guys. They use me as indicator. Like right now, honestly, I don't know that I am the greatest technical trader in bear territory, but some of these guys, they're familiar with cycles. They're they're drawing out their own patterns, sharing it in there, and I take tips from them every once in a while as well. All right, so it's highly beneficial to join that group, and I will put the link in the description, except on TradingView. All right, until the next time, guys, peace, y'all, and we'll talk to you in the next video.